Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your May 2025 zodiac reading. Just before we go any further, it's 13:31, so I'm going to quickly grab another card deck and find out what that means. Hold on one moment. Okay, so rather than bore you with me, flipping through the cards, I just found it. We are going to start off the reading with a Tree of Life Oracle, but like I say, it's now 13:32. But it just felt like I needed to acknowledge it. Okay, so take time to meditate. When you see this angel hour, you are being encouraged to engage with spirit. Through meditation and quiet self-reflection, you will be given the answers you seek. The angels are guiding you and are ready to answer your questions. And I'm getting a ringing in my right ear, which is a bit strange. I normally get it in my left ear, but that's a ringing in my right ear as I finished reading that. Right, Aquarius, let's crack on. I feel like this is going to be quite an interesting read. Let's go into it, shall we? The Crown. Source point attainment. Yeah, maybe you do need to look to a higher power for something. Source point. Okay, the source. Look to the source for some guidance. Aquarius, I already know this is going to be an amazing reading. I don't know if... Hang on, let me have a look. What was it? I think it might have been Sagittarius. If you've got Sagittarius in your chart, it might be worth having a look there. There were some interesting messages. I think it was Sagittarius. Might have been Scorpio. Anyway, let's crack on. This is the Healing Spirit Oracle. Be calm and keep going. Kind of squeeze them in over there. It's not very often I pull out the angel number deck like that, but it just felt like something I had to honour. So maybe meditation is a key bit of information here for you, Aquarius. Right, let's hit the tarot, shall we, and figure out this reading a little bit better. The Ten of Swords would suggest that something is dead, done and over with. A cycle needs to die, or something needs to die out, and just let it go. Okay, there's always, the clouds are always clearing in this card. You know, the black clouds are clearing away and bringing in this clean, clear horizon. Okay, you got the Three of Wands. Okay, so that's again an energy where you could be leaving some stuff behind because you're putting out those intentions. You know, you want to send those ships out to the future, so to speak, out into the ether to so when they come back, it's got some stuff that you want on it. Okay, you could just be sort of on the sidelines, not really too sure. Again, you're either putting those intentions out or you're waiting for those ships to come in. It could be a card of travel. Now, you are freedom loving and rebellious. Excuse me, as your card there says. It's there just so I don't forget who I'm reading for. But so yeah, maybe there's a world of opportunities out there, a world of things that you want to explore. You got the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is again feeling like there's some things you need to let go of. Okay, it's been wounded, it's having been through it. Maybe that's what you need to let go of, is some of these old past hurts, these past triggers, these past traumas, whatever it is that's whatever it is that's making you feel like you need to bandage up. I am going to have to pause because I have got a delivery coming, so please hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so the next card out is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, it is a Taurus card. You might have Taurus in your placements, in your birth chart somewhere. But it's about being secure, safe, grounded. He's very abundant. He's sitting there. Look at all these grapes all over his cloak. He's got a very sturdy, lovely big home in the background. He's got this pentacle that he's just like, this was my initial investment and I nurtured it and I took it all the way through to the end. Okay, that's what I like about the King of Pentacles. He's very sturdy, very stable, but he's put in the hard work. This wasn't given to him, it wasn't gifted to him in a sense that he didn't have to work for it. He had to work for it. He had to put in the hard work, put in the time, put in the effort, put in the energy. So I do feel like you need to put in a bit of time, a bit of energy into healing and letting go. Okay, but don't think that that's all you can do, because with the Three of ones there in the middle, it's like, yeah, heal, let go, but don't, you still got to look to the future. Okay, don't get stuck in the past and all stuck in that energy of, oh, I can't do anything until I heal. It's like, no, you can heal and still keep going. Take that step forward. Okay, keep moving forward. So you got the Queen of Cups, and yeah, have some grace with yourself. Okay, continue to love yourself. I think if you do this from a place that isn't about you loving on yourself, I think then that's where you might run into some trouble. So be kind to yourself and others. This is not just about you. Obviously your world has other people in it, and other people rely on you and look to you for help and assistance and all that sort of thing. So be very heart-centered. Don't overgive. Sometimes with the Queen of Cups, her cups are very extravagant compared to most other cups in the deck, all the other cups in the deck. So make sure you're setting those boundaries, healthy boundaries with your emotions and your heart. Like, don't let people walk all over you. Maybe that's something that you need to let go of. Stand in your power and be like, yeah, I've put the work in. I led with my heart. I was kind. I was emotional. Let the divine judge you rather than the people on the planet. Because that's the one that only really matters at the end of the day. He's the one that sees everything. I say he, it's just an energy. Maybe you need to reconnect with that energy a little bit more. Okay. Then, sorry, Aquarius. I laugh because the Hermit is connecting with the divine. It's soul searching. It's sitting with yourself and contemplating your next moves. The lantern there shows you the next steps, only 1 or 2 ahead, but it's definitely sitting with the divine. It's the card. You can look back at many of my readings, and when the Hermit comes out, I say it's about sitting with the divine. It's about being at one and communicating with each other, talking to him, it, and allowing him to talk to you. It's about listening, soul searching. It's about learning. It's about finding that wisdom and using it in your day-to-day life. It's about being at one with the divine. Maybe you do really need to meditate a little bit more, Aquarius. Take a bit of time. Slow down. Keep calm, but keep going. And just because it just sort of now just stuck out to me, but I don't know if you can see very clearly. These cards, they're very beautiful. The imagery sometimes a little bit hard to see, but you've got this face here, this person, this head, and then you've got the third eye activation and this aura sort of shooting out from it. Okay, so it's definitely maybe time to activate your third eye a little bit more. Sit with the divine, meditate. It doesn't have to be like, sitting there with your legs crossed and it can just be sitting in quiet, reflective contemplation. It's however you connect with that energy. Don't let me tell you how to do it. You got the Chariot, okay, but there's this movement forward. I think this movement will come in when you sit and reflect and take time to heal and breathe and take care of yourself in whatever way that is that you need, and also take care of the people around you. Like I say, you're not in this on your own. Well, I hope you're not anyway. And then you get that cup of love. There's the Ace of Cups, okay? There's you filling your cup, all right? This is the divine coming in with this cup and helping you fill it. But you see how you got this dove here, this very peaceful card, very peaceful bird, dropping in this token from the divine, from the above, that helps you fill your cup even more. I think you're working through some stuff, and good on you. Keep going. We all do it. Keep going. But there's this offer. This I don't know if it's necessarily an offer, but the divine wants to help you. It might be a better way of saying it. There's this quiet, contemplative energy that needs to be acknowledged. And I think once you actually acknowledge it and sit with it and talk, exchange energies with it, I think you will just be, something will be illuminated to you. You'll be set forward on this new path, whatever that might be, whatever new path it might be. It could be you just loving on yourself a bit more. It could be an offer coming in from the universe of this cup of love, this one thing that you're going to love, or this one person you're going to love. Take it as it resonates. It could be just a new change up in a relationship or friendship, or it doesn't have to be romantic. But it's like this new beginning in love wants to come in, or something you're going to love that wants to come in. But I think you just have to be honest with yourself, and then honest with yourself, and then honest with the divine. The magic of nothingness. Like I say, it doesn't have to be sitting on, it doesn't have to be. It can literally just be sitting down with a cup of coffee. When it comes to meditating and sitting with the divine, or sitting out in the garden under a tree, or go to a park and just people watch. You can learn a lot from just sitting there and just watching people go by and the world go by. The precious present moment. Sit in nothingness, sit in the present moment. Maybe that's how you connect with the divine more. Like I say, it really doesn't have to be the traditional sense of meditation. Just get out in nature with a drink and listen to the birds and listen to the trees and the wind. Commune with nature more might be the way of you connecting with the divine. Gratitude for the past. Have gratitude for what you've been through. I know that's a lot easier said than done, but have gratitude for the things that have built your character and made you who you are today. Okay, all the past hurts, all the past traumas, but there is a time when you've got to let that go and look forward. And I think that looking forward is going to be the catalyst to what is wanting to come into you. I don't know what it is, Aquarius. It's going to be very personal, because this is very much you with the divine, and I'm not here to tell you what that is. I think that's for the divine to tell you what it is. You do have the swan here. Okay, so it could be a romance, it could be a love connection, but there's also some communication here with the birds as well, but that could just be you communicating with the divine. Okay, we're going to finish this reading off with 2 Moonology messages, oracle cards, just for any last messages want to come through. There they are, and just close out the reading really. Okay, so the first card out is go for it. Go for it, whatever it is, whatever this is, when it wants to come in down here with the Ace of Swords, grab it with both hands. Okay, but you've got to work through whatever you've got to work through yet, but go for it. Now's the time to make that move. And abundance, maybe it's abundance that wants to come in, or maybe sitting with the divine and nature helps you realize what it is you actually do have and how much abundance you actually do have. I think the universe wants to give you what it wants to give you, and you just need to sit and commune with the universe, with the God spirit. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Say thank you very much for watching. Good luck with this. I wish you all the love in the world. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.